what would you say is the most disappointing revelation that has come out of this investigation? A lot has come out that some band members weren't actually students, that hazing is an ongoing practice. What would you say has been the most shocking, most disappointing revelation in your mind?
That it happened. That it happened. We have spent a lot of time on education, on support for the band to eradicate hazing from the band and all of our student organizations. The fact that just 2 days before the band left to go, there was a conversation with them about their behavior, and the fact that it happened is not only disappointing, it's heartbreaking, because we have at Florida A&M University very talented, very bright, very smart students, and after all of the things that were done in terms of education, the fact that it happened and a student lost his life as a result of it is just, it's heart-wrenching.
Thank you. What are the university's plans for new membership in student organizations next semester? This semester you put it on hold, said no new members, basically. And what other new conditions will be put in place on the organizations when they're taking new members, if any?
Well, first of all, this isn't new, but there isn't going to be any hazing. And we have to be convinced that this is not going to happen before student intake resumes. We are going to have a significant number of leadership training sessions for the leaders of these organizations as well as the membership, because it is just so important that students, whether they are an officer in an organization or if they are a member, that they have the ability to determine what's right and what's wrong. And we are going to be depending on them, after investing all of the time and all of the resources in these training sessions and in these seminars, for them to do what is right. We're also going to work extensively with the advisors of student organizations, taking a look at their roles and responsibilities, making certain that they too understand the responsibilities that they have as advisors to ensure that they are supervising the behavior of these organizations and their membership, and that they are accountable for what happens in these organizations. So there are a number of steps and measures that we are going to take to ensure that our students have all of the information that they need, and at the end of the day, all of us are going to have respect and dignity for our colleagues here on this campus. What happened to Robert Champion must never happen again.
With these things in mind, the significant number of leadership training and the taking stock of the advisor, making sure they know they are accountable, how likely will you get that done before the start of the fall 2012 semester? And specifically, will you be reopening in membership intake again for next semester?
Well, it will certainly be done before intake begins. Intake doesn't begin right at the start of the fall semester. Normally it's a month or 6 weeks in And once everybody gets back, we've already started the planning process for what's going to happen once all of the students and the advisors get back to the campus for the fall. So before any intake begins, all of these things would have taken place.
Okay. So would it be safe to say that it is impossible for intake to happen without these things happening? So
That is correct.
So it'd be safe to say also that new membership intake is likely or unlikely for next semester?
I would say that for the other student organizations, those other than
Those
the
others
band,
in the band.
intake is possible.
But no definite commitment yet, you're saying?
No definite commitment. We have a lot of work to do before the signal is given for students to begin that process, student organizations to begin that process again.